Hi everyone, I'm Penny LeGate, and I'm here at the headquarters of Youth Esight Services in Bellevue with a really good friend. Let me introduce you to, well, you already know her, I'm sure, the CEO of Youth Esight Services, Patti Skelton-McGougan. Hi, hun.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? You look great.
Thank you. Good to see you.
I wish times were different.
Yeah.
Really difficult time right now with the coronavirus striking the entire globe and, of course, our country quite hard right now. And this has meant that a lot of different organizations, a lot of nonprofits, have had to cancel their annual fundraisers, which you just had to do
unfortunately.
about a week or so ago. So how are you going to get by without having this event? And how important is this event to your annual fundraising efforts?
It's huge for us, Penny. I mean, we tried to raise a good bulk of our money during this event. So our hope was to raise $800,000 so that we can continue to provide services, especially for those who can't afford our help. So this is very critical for us. We need to figure out how to do that and do it pretty quickly so that we can continue to serve those kids that need our help.
So let's talk about the kids that you do serve. For people who don't know about Youth Esight Services, just give me a broad brush stroke of what you do here.
Well, we're the largest behavioral health organization here in the greater east side of King County. We provide mental health and substance use services to young people and their family members from birth to 22. We also do a wide range of education and prevention services throughout the community as well. In our intensive services with our counseling, we provide service to over 7,000 young people.
Wow.
And our education and prevention is over 50,000 that we're reaching out and touching with some kind of education program or prevention that we're doing in the community.
My own daughter, Mara, as you know, passed away 8 years ago now from a heroin overdose. And you and I have talked so many times about her and about the need for an organization like Youth Esight Services to find these kind of kids and to help them. What is the current situation now with the opioid crisis and young people?
Well, it's a big deal across our country and here in our own community. As you know, last year we lost a couple of kids here locally even to opioid overdoses. And it's been an ongoing rise in that condition, and we're doing all we can to try and educate and prevent those kinds of things, but unfortunately, it's increased in our community and with our young people and the youth. So for us, it's really important that we not only intervene when they have a problem and provide those intensive counseling services for them to help give them the tools they need to get through that and get healthy, and they can get healthy again. But we also believe critical, important work that we do is our work in the schools and in the community around educating and preventing those issues as well.
How common is teen suicide in our area right now?
Well, that's a really important question. We now know that there's a healthy youth survey that's done. 20% of 10th graders consider taking their own lives.
20%?
20%.
What are some of the things that kids are dealing with now that maybe I didn't?
Well, I think there's lots of things. I think social media is one. Our kids are using it so much that they're not turning it off. They're not shutting their brains down and resting. They're constantly connected. They're not
getting so much competition. Oh, look, this person's having more fun than I am.
Exactly.
There was so-and-so and I wasn't invited.
Right. The bullying issue is huge. And through social media, that's increased and gone viral. When it used to be something that happened on the playground or in a school classroom, now it's gone viral. So that's been a huge issue that we're dealing with as well with young people. So the other thing that we see is that there's a lot of pressure on kids to achieve, to succeed, to get into the best college, to get the best grades.
It's so hard to just get into college.
Right, but they've got to get into the college. And the pressure that is on them to succeed, there are kids that seem to be doing well in our community, and it's more of a hidden problem with them. But those kids also have considered taking their lives because of the stress that they're under. So this is not only an issue that affects certain classes and communities, it affects all kids, and it's increased and been a big problem.
Well, when we talk about stressors, this coronavirus crisis in our country and across the world has put so much more pressure on kids who have unstable homes or kids who are needing your services and you're shut down right now.
My staff were incredible how they rose to deal with this in a very creative way. We didn't have the ability to do telehealth. We do now. We've launched that.
Yeah. How does that work?
Our counselors are able to meet with their clients through video conferencing capabilities that is HIPAA compliant. So it's very confidential. There are strict guidelines around it and training that we had to do with our staff in order to implement that. but we did it because we know that our kids are under even more stress. As you can imagine, as adults, we're stressed about all this. Across our world, people are stressed about this. Think about what that's doing to our young people.
Yeah.
They see their rock, their parent, or their adults in their community going through it, and they're already dealing with that anxiety. It just escalates it even more. So we need to be there for them. It's a critical service we're providing for them, and we're not going to turn our back on them.
So what can people do right now?
We're hoping they will consider supporting YES and reach deeper than they ever have in the past to help us lift our kids up through this horrible time and the rest of this year, because these critical dollars that we raise go towards helping them, especially those that can't afford to pay for our service.
Because your fundraiser had to be canceled this year, when you put out the notice to the people who are planning to be here and your other supporters, you made it real simple for people to keep supporting you. It's just a little donate button right there on the website. All you have to do is push that. You don't have to go out, you don't have to wear a mask. You just gotta push the button. And maybe you were gonna donate $500 this year. Just add a little more. You know, think of somebody whose name you could make the donation in, right? Somebody who's struggled with maybe addiction or mental health issues, and make it a personal thing, right? I think that's just such a great way when you make a donation to give it from your heart, from your own personal experience and knowledge.
And the great thing is too, if they give $500 or above, we have a donor pool that will match gifts of $500 or more.
Oh, really?
So their gift will go farther.
Ah, 500 or more, doubles.
Yeah, and you know, I think at times like this, people want to do something.
Yes, that's
They want to do
true.
something to help because we all feel so helpless right now with the coronavirus and feeling lost and helpless and, you know, shut within our homes. And this is an opportunity to do something you can feel good about, to make a difference. And I hope people will consider that because we really need the help right now.
Yeah, we certainly do. We still need to save lots of lives here, and not only with the coronavirus, but with our children.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Patty, thank you so much. It's always great to see you.
It's always great to see you too, and thanks for being here with us to help us.
You're most welcome. Thank you for your time. Donate right now.
YouthEastsideServices.org. Thank you.